People think that you can magically 3D scan a part and already manufacture it. Sometimes it's the case, but in most of the cases you have to make a lot of adjustments to scan data. So today, using Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution spoiler part as an example, I will show you how to do those adjustments. We will cut, smooth out, and remove some of the parts from scan data. So let's jump straight to the program. I have this part already in Meshmixer program, so first thing is to align it properly to the ground surface. As I already know, I will manufacture this part on this surface as it has the most surface area for proper adhesion to the print bed, so I will use that. I click edit, I click align, and the best way to do that is to click source as a surface scribble and then draw a little line or circle on the ghosted object on the face which I want to position on the ground surface. So I draw a little circle, for example, here, and I see that my object is already positioned through that scribble. And I will draw a bigger circle on bigger surface area so that it properly aligns it. And if something is wrong, I change the destination settings. I click accept right now, and I will double check whether the rotation is correct. I click left on the cube for better view, look at the bottom and check whether it is correct. And if it's approximately correct, that's okay for me, because I will cut the plane to have perfectly flat surface. So I will do that. In any case, if you want to rotate it, you click transform and use all these arrows. In this case, I click edit, click plane cut, and I have more arrows. With the blue one, I move it down, 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 and then I will move it just like 1 millimeter up to cut the part and have perfectly flat surface. To check whether it is flat and will stick to the 3D printer's bed, I have to check whether the whole surface is green, and it is. Yeah, I keep the cut type to discard half and click accept. As we borrowed this part for manufacturing, we couldn't remove anything from it, so we still have some tapes and some other attachments to it, so we have to remove them from scan data. To do that easily, I click select, I adjust the brush size to fit the tape, approximately like 20, not 20, like 15, and manually I will go through all of the tape and select it. Most important thing is to not forget selecting the side of it, like this. Better to have it a little bit outside of the surface of the tape. And now, after you've selected through it all, you just click edit and discard, or X on the keyboard, and you will see that it will open up all the scanned surface. So to fix that, you just have to click analysis, click inspector, and it will automatically suggest what places of the object to close. And we still see that even in the scan data from the scanner, we have some open faces, so it will fix everything. I click auto repair all with flat fill and see the result. Result looks like this, and it is flat surface. So next thing is removing all of the attachments, the same like I showed with this tape, but in this video I would like to show even more complex place right here, how to get rid of the tape and all of the trash in this scan, and to close it properly by adding some of the missing surfaces. In this case, I have to remove all of the tape like previously shown. I will click select all of the tape first, and first I will fix the top part of this object, and only then I will fix this missing piece. So now I will do the same action. I click X on the keyboard. It will remove everything from it, and then I will click Analysis, Inspector, and I will try to fix this automatically and see what happens. Now I have a decent start to begin adding some of the features of these missing pieces. So what I will do, I will cut the whole top and the bottom of this part, and I will do some bridges before doing inspector function. So first I will click select, and I will remove through the whole perimeter of this place from the top and from the bottom, and I will remove more like this. Then I click X on the keyboard. I see this empty place which I have to fill with bridges. So to do that, I click select, then I make the size of the brush a little bit smaller and add a simple selection on one side of the flat connecting surface right here, and then I have to click edit, then click bridge, and by using this function to have properly flat connection, I have to make the refinement to 0 and click accept. After clicking it, I see the connection, and do the same with these places. I click select, make a small connection here, small connection here, edit, bridge, refine 0 so that it's almost flat, and I see that this connection is flat, and I proceed with the same actions right here, edit, bridge, fatal error, and if something is wrong we can double check whether we haven't selected something previously. Clear selection, click select, then add a little touch here, a little touch of selection here, click edit, bridge, and make refine to 0, click accept. Then I have this connection, and the final one is right here. I make a bigger selection here, click edit, bridge. I get the same error because I haven't removed previous selection. I click clear selection, next click select again, select here, edit, bridge, and refine 0, accept, and see what we have right here. Now the program will automatically understand to fill these missing pieces by flat surfaces, and it will create the surface which we need right here. I click inspector and see what it will show me. I click auto repair all, and let's see the result, which is pretty good in our case. It will be enough because we will proceed with sanding and more actions before painting. Final thing to do is to smooth out the outer surface of the object, because we have sprayed it with 3D scanning spray and it has texture on it. So to do that, we will use sculpt tool, then we will select surface instead of volume, and then we will select brush robust smooth. Robust smooth brush keeps the surface geometry the same, and I will increase the strength to something like 80 and the size to something like 50, and I will go through the whole front surface like this. If you want to see the progress better, you can click W on the keyboard to see the wireframe and just follow through it and select the whole surface. If you still see some bumps, you just do it again and you will smooth out all of these textures on the surface. Okay guys, so following all of these tips, you will have pretty decent part for manufacturing. That's it for today. I hope you learned something, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.